Back at a quarter after the hour, lawmakers are calling on the Department of Justice to prosecute Wikileaks founder Julian Assange on charges of espionage. There are new reports this morning that he'll be getting internet access in his jail cell in England to work on his case. So can the U.S. actually bring Assange to justice under the current law?
At the Hudson Institute, he's also the author of Necessary Secrets, National Security, the Media, and the Rule of Law. Sounds like the perfect guest to me, Mr. Schoenfeld. So you're an expert at this. Do you think we can charge Julian Assange, the United States, under the Espionage Act?
Yes, I think if we get him here, I think we have a strong case that he did violate the Espionage Act. He published large volumes of highly sensitive material, and that's a crime. He did it without authorization, and it aided enemies of the country. It harmed the country, and those are the preconditions for a successful prosecution.
Now, Gabe, the mainstream media likes to keep on saying, no, he's got a First Amendment right to do this. He's a journalist. You can't shill this right. It's un-American. Let him do what he wants to do. What does the law say? Can he, in fact, be prosecuted? And is he a journalist?
The First Amendment says we can't abridge the freedom of the press. However, the courts have held that there are many circumstances under which we can actually abridge what the press can do. And the Espionage Act is one such place. We cannot go out and yell fire in a quiet theater, and we can't publish secrets that put the nation at risk. The Supreme Court ruled in the Pentagon Papers case that they could not block the New York Times from publishing a story, but 5 of the 9 justices in that case said that the Nixon administration could have come back and prosecuted the Times after the fact. That's the same kind of issue that would arise in a prosecution of Julian Assange.
So you're saying if there hadn't been an issue about trying to stop the Times, and hypothetically the Times had Pentagon Papers, they could have been prosecuted for doing what they had done.
Right. Actually, the Times did publish the Pentagon Papers, but the Nixon administration declined to prosecute. But they could have prosecuted, and the justices might have upheld a conviction in that case.
So let me ask you this, since there's so much debate about whether or not this law in the books from 1917 is valid or applies in this case, how long would it take the Department of Justice to determine if it is, number one, and to come up with their case and be ready to go?
Really, that's quite a mystery. I mean, they have to collect a lot of information and analyze it about what exactly in the cables causes the kind of harm to the country that is worthy of prosecution.
So it's not like an overnight thing?
Not an overnight thing, but I don't think this is going to be an endless process. But there might be political reasons here for delaying. They also want to understand.
Like what?
Well, I don't think they want to go to Sweden or to England and ask to extradite him unless they have a very strong case. And also, they want to win on the extradition battles. They don't want to embark on a losing fight.
Gabe, we're running out of time. Just briefly, what would happen if we don't prosecute him? What's the effect going to be? Just briefly. Well,
this problem is not going to go away whether we prosecute him or don't prosecute him, because the mirror sites that contain all this information are popping up left and right. It's the whack-a-mole problem. You push it down in one place, it pops up somewhere else. So I don't think we've solved the problem, but we would be bringing a malefactor to justice.
Gabe Schoenfeld, thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Coming up on the show.